and welcome to a special episode of the Two Shot Factor. 9-inch nails.
Something real, something true. You nothing can stop me now, 'cause I don't care anymore.
9-inch Nails was in Vancouver for the Peel It Back tour. August, was it 10th? It must have been the 10th. I lost track of time. I was at an air show. Then I discovered 9-inch Nails in 1995. Many of the people who know 9-inch Nails, like one person I was talking to at the concert, after the concert, had only discovered them like 2 years ago. Even Lady Gaga likes 9-inch Nails. Look, her new album's influenced by them. I mean, there were some guys beside us. They looked not a day older than 21, I would have thought. And my friend was saying, being that they're not such a popular commercial band, that's interesting how they found them. Like, did they have an older brother, a different relative showed them 9-inch Nails?
Hey, kid! You need to listen to this tape! It's 9-inch Nails!
9-inch Nails? Who are they? And what the hell is a tape?
You better get a tape player and listen to this! That other music is bad for you!
Okay, fine. I will visit my local pawn shop to acquire a ghetto blaster.
You could hear about Trent Reznor from his recent Academy Award in 2021 for a movie, I believe, called Soul, which beat out, what's that guy's name? German Hotswinger or whatever? That guy from Tenet. I wanted Tenet to win. I mean, sure, I love Trent Reznor. But I was like, well, he already won one for The Social Network. So in 1995, we're at this buddy's house named David, who I've always thought looked kind of like the second coming of Brandon Lee. Although when I think back, he might even look more like a younger version of Trent Reznor. If we're playing this new game called Killer Instinct, which is supposed to be even better than Mortal Kombat due to its intense combination attacks. There were a bunch of us youngsters smoking pot. I don't think they were sharing it with us, actually. And the guys that David were buying it off of, my buddy was pointing out how they were pinching out of the bag. They're like, yo, high five. Then they sold it to him. Anyway, that's another story. He's playing this music. This CD goes over like 2 or 3 times.
'Cause you are beautiful.
I'm just kidding. I wanted to see what you'd do.
It's Britney, bitch.
You want me to castrate you. You want some poppy sticks too.
I like this music.
Help me. My puppy dogs have tender meat. Help me cut some alfalfa sprouts.
I recall Reptile and obviously Closer and Hurt. Hurt, a song that, sometimes it's tough to process any new music at any age. I guess when you're older, it tends to be you've already got this favorite music and it's already, it's 2025, so somebody puts on something that's like, oh, you gotta hear this. These guys are just like 9-inch Nails. Well, that's the problem right there.
I didn't think you would do this song.
All of my fears came true.
Over the next while, you'd hear kids, in their cars, like in the smoke pit and whatnot, playing this song, Hurt. And there's just something about these guitar notes. Like, I've heard every imaginable series of notes there was, but these just sounded so different. I'm like, how can a song be so dark? Like, I've heard Sepultura and Cannibal Corpse and Pantera, Korn. This is just so simple and hardly anything's happening, but yet so much was happening in this song. I think Trent Reznor said it's not even about like a great guitar solo or this cool riff or even...
I remember sitting at the piano and when the chorus of What Have I Become, this just felt right, I got goosebumps right now just thinking about it.
You could have it all.
I want you to feel a certain way. It's not about amazing guitar solo, fantastic groove. No, it's goosebumps. That's the part that matters the most.
Oh my god!
side. I like that Nine Inch Nails remake of the Johnny Cash song.
That's the weird thing, because you can't like get too mad at that for obvious reasons. How many times has a remake actually been more popular than the original, other than that failure by Bruce Springsteen that later was redone?
Blinded by the light.
I can't feel my face.
Hi, Billy Mays here, and you need to subscribe to Derek. To Sean.
How to stop a crying baby using 9 Inch Nails.
Okay, so we're going to Nine Inch Nails. There's James. He's got the shirt here. Let's see the shirt. Well, let's see that. There's a chocolate bar or something. It's just some kind of chocolate bar. I don't know. He left it over. It's some kind of fudge.
It's gonna be like a Nine Inch Nails concert that goes on forever.
I'm not into fudge, I'm into Mountain Dew, but most importantly, it's Nine Inch Nails. As you can see, I'm wearing the Nine Inch Nails golf shirt. There you go.
Yeah, I literally did this goatee type thing before the concert, because we'll do that story later.
And my facial hair pretty much looks like James Hetfield from Metallica. All right, yeah. This is the Nine Inch Nails venue. These are Nine Inch Nails people here. There's many of them. So many.
Before 1995, I mean, The Crow came out in 1994. You mentioned Brandon Lee earlier. How fitting. I think I saw it in early 95. And there's a song in there, because I didn't know who Nine Inch Nails was. I had heard about them. I know I'd heard the name in a guitar magazine, but they were just some band like, oh, Nine Inch Nails. Wow, there's some crazy names coming out these days. Let's talk about the name Nine Inch Nails. I mean, where did it come from?
Reznor chose the name 9 Inch Nails because it abbreviated easily rather than for any literal meaning. Other rumor explanations have circulated, alleging that Reznor chose to refer to Jesus' crucifixion with 9-inch spikes. One reason that Wikipedia does not explain, however,
it was all about staying power.
Let's see if it has staying power. Okay. A giant douche. Okay. A turd sandwich. A giant douche has a parody slam to the satire, which renders giant douche useless.
And Cartman's like, Did I do that right? I don't know. I didn't rehearse it.
Wow, what a great audience.
Where did you guys get your name, 9 Inch Nails?
Now, there had to have been something more creative than that. But that's okay. It's okay.
No, not to be rude. People have been asking me that for... We've been around, 3 years or so. No great significance. Just thought of it, liked it 2 weeks later. That's the test for a band name. You write it down, you like it that day. If you wake up the next day and it's okay, then it's a good name.
Dude, nice. Awesome. This is the process right here. Security and stuff. Okay, so we're at the Nine Inch Nails inside. This is the same place the Vancouver Canucks lose all the time at. It's like the merch area. You can see they've got some shirts. Yeah, I got some shirts. I gotta behave myself because I don't want to get into trouble. I just drank a lot of Mountain Dew, so I'm just.
Concert was amazing. I may have mentioned in the title that this is my first Nine Inch Nails concert. Yes, shocking enough for some fan from the 90s. Did I say it was my first concert, like ever concert?
Check it out, I was at this concert. Coming up here, Lars points to me. See, he said there's Beavis, see? And there I am, right there, see?
Beavis, you've never been to a concert in your life.
Shut up, butthead, your mom's a slut.
I've been to some clubs, where they have really loud music that makes you feel deaf, kind of like this. I've been to air shows like this weekend. Some pretty darn high decibels there, but it's not nearly as consistent as this wall of sound that just attacks you, and you're like, whoa. A few times I was pretty sure I was, hallucinating. I've been to, Battle of the Bands in high school, some outdoor performances, but never like an actual concert. I guess it's easier if you're 20 or something like that, but you're 45 and you go to it. You're just used to a certain volume level that you, every now and again, am I going to have long-term damage from this?
Life is pain. Life is only pain.
Oh yeah, Ludwig Göransson, he's the guy who did Tenet.
I actually prefer Right Where It Belongs over Hurt. Both are such well-written songs and very powerful, but damn, Right Where It Belongs hits me hard, maybe just because of the point I was at when I first listened to it.
9 Inch Nails, people. We're lost right now. Oh, that's an interesting one over there. 9 Inch Nails, we got lots of different looks here, lots of different people.
I mean, to process it the first time, because it's like you like it, but sometimes it's hard to say, oh, is it better than this music? It's good. It's kind of like this music. There was this band I had heard recently before 9 Inch Nails in later 94 called Therapy. They were kind of a sort of grunge alternative band from Ireland. It wasn't that popular. Most people didn't know them. Did I say they're from Ireland? That's what I noticed. I said there's some vibes that are similar. There's more crazy stuff with 9 Inch Nails, keyboards and all this crazy guitars and stuff that come out. And just sounds that you've never heard. Sounds that emanated from the fifth circle of hell. So basically, the record was produced in the DMV.
She worked at the DMV. That's like the fifth circle of hell.
People are kind of weird when it comes to music that isn't mainstream.
Now, here are some of your no-name bands. Sonic Youth, 9 Inch Nails.
I've experienced it constantly throughout my life. Guns N' Roses have tons of great rock songs. But still, even to this day, if you see a car driving by you with a Guns N' Roses song, 90% chance that it's one of the popular songs from the radio. The Fragile came out in 1999. I think it was was it September? No, let me think. I'm pretty sure it was September. It's like the 21st, I think. I got that in Abbotsford. I took the bus over from Mission to grab that album. I came back and I knew that The Matrix was coming out on video. I'd seen it in the theaters, obviously.
No, The Matrix was not released on video the same day as The Fragile by 9 Inch Nails. The Fragile was released on September 21st, 1999. The Matrix was released on DVD in video stores on September 21st, 1999, the same day as The Fragile.
I rented that the same day. I showed my dad, who'd never seen it. Another thing I always noticed was the left CD and the right CD. Not CD A or B or 1 and 2 like standard double CDs. The Fragile had left CD and right CD. Their third, not counting the EP Broken, which is, I can't believe how well that's held up. Like, they played 2 songs off that, Wish. And I kept saying the next one was Last. I'm like, that's Last, right? No, Last is that slow one. No, this was Gave Up.
Alessandro Cortini. Atticus Ross.
Past my window, whispers in the night.
9 Inch Nails was born in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. He started out in bands like The Innocent, Slam Bamboo, and Exotic Birds.
Our particular style of music is a very dance-oriented kind of thing that is an element of the song. It would sound bad if a human was trying to play 16th notes throughout a song.
The first album of 9 Inch Nails was Pretty Hate Machine. Moderately successful, but it only remained popular with underground audiences. 9 Inch Nails didn't make any money off it, so he released an angry album called Broken, where he made songs like Wish and Happiness and Slavery, and Gave Up, Suck, a remake of a song from his earlier band Pigface, with Martin Atkins and Liam Rieflin.
I mean, synth... Oh, for fuck's sake. Turn this off. Synth music had become pretty big in the 80s. I mean, Devo, the Pet Shop Boys, Kraftwerk, Depeche Mode, Skinny Puppy, I guess The Cure, a bit more goth.
Ready?
Disintegration is the best album ever!
The Cure are one of the most unique, most brilliant, most heartbreakingly excellent rock bands the world has ever been lucky enough to enjoy.
Who's that? Where? On the left? That's Robin Fink? No way!
And that's Robin Fink. Remember I mentioned Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses did a whole revamp there in the 90s that became the Chinese Democracy era. Don't get me started on that. They ended up bringing in two guys from Nine Inch Nails, drummer Josh Freese and Robin Fink. Yeah, it was weird. It was Guns N' Nails. 9 Inch Roses. How about that? I like Guns N' Nails. That's actually pretty cool. So I moved back down to Mission, that's near Vancouver, in 1995. There was this friend I met, he wasn't really too big into the grunge scene. Yeah, he liked some Nirvana songs, he liked some of the newer stuff that was coming on, like Radiohead, Silverchair. I bought Broken on, and Alice in Chains, of course, the self-titled album. December 26th of 1995. I bought Broken, Nine Inch Nails, their second, EP. I played this for my friend, and over, the course of months that we hung out, smoking pot and playing video games mostly, I guess. Yeah, he really was into it. He liked listening to that stuff. But it's amazing though, I think, the idea that like these songs aren't played on the radio, but if you play them enough for people, if they are able to accept them and hear them enough, it's easy to get into a lot of things. There's tons of songs out there from all kinds of people.
Yeah. Sold the property somewhere we don't wanna be. More trees demolished for the greater need.
Who knows? Maybe there was a person like Nine Inch Nails before Nine Inch Nails that never made it big and no one really knew about him, and he just moved away and became a carpet cleaner salesman. That's what I would have done. 9 Inch carpets. I liked that they played probably my favorite song, Somewhat Damaged. They put Somewhat Damaged into a bit of a medley, right, with Right Where It Belongs, which is an interesting choice for an opener. I assume they would go harder earlier on. The way they built into it, it was like some kind of acid trip, like, okay, slow and building up, and then Piggy comes on, all of a sudden, boom, they're doing Wish from Broken, one of the loudest, most crazy songs they've ever done, and that's saying something. This is the first day of my last day. It's just like, holy crap, this is just getting so loud. It was so loud. There were times I thought my head was gonna explode.
Oh my God!
Like that guy in South Park. See the monkey? See the monkey? No. Hear the Nine Inch Nails? Right Where It Belongs is, that's such a good song. Like With Teeth is just, it's gotta be the best album. I know there's always that argument. And maybe With Teeth isn't, because some people might say maybe it has too many more easier to like commercially sounding beats. Like Fragile and Downward Spiral are right in like the pure Nine Inch Nails. That's like, anything went there. And some people might say, okay, I didn't like some songs off Fragile, but you had to like, there's so many. And they only played one. Like, it was another, like, it was kind of like a remix, because they had that guy, Boys Noise. I'm not from Germany. Here is Boys Noise. Techno industrial beats. It was this guy in a muscle shirt. He was just like standing up, just dancing pretty much by himself for the longest time.
Oh, he's just right into it now.
Copy of a. Later on, they played Came Back Haunted from Hesitation Marks. Now, Came Back Haunted's a good song, but there was this buddy that would keep singing it, especially this one day when we were together doing yard work, landscaping, and he just kept on saying, Came back haunted. Shut the fuck up! I don't want to come back haunted anymore, man. Copy of is a great song.
And then I'll do only.
You're screwing it up.
I'll do my fucking. Just edit it.
Oh, there you go. I just, the visuals there with the different versions of Trent there. Yeah, that was trippy. My favorite two songs are, oh no, maybe I'll make an attempt to put Copy of in second place after. But my second favorite usually is All Time Low. I like that song. What I like it is it has a crazy like funk type beat, and it feels like it's mixed in with Kiedis from Chili Peppers.
That would be a waste of time.
But Satellite's the best song. Come on. That feels like an old school Nine Inch Nails beat, almost like its roots are from Pretty Hate Machine, you know, but a little more modern. And that's one of the things that some people were telling me about when With Teeth was coming out. Blah, blah, blah. Hesitation marks, or hesitation marks. I'm pretty sure you would say hesitation marks for obvious reasons. I didn't even know what that meant. I was always like, hesitation marks. And it would be like that scene in Seinfeld, which is, did you say Demi Moore or Demi Moore? I actually saw it in an episode of X-Files called Christmas Carol. What are the odds of that?
There were no hesitation cuts on Roberta Sims' wrist. Suicide victims seldom make the fatal cut on the first try.
People were telling me about when With Teeth was coming out. Some of the beats, because Pretty Hate Machine had all the elements. You know, the early elements, the early stages of Nine Inch Nails. There was a lot that wasn't quite there yet. Some of the, you know, the real stew and the real sauces and the real pizzas and stuff that was mixed together that became Nine Inch Nails, like the Downward Spiral, a lot of that stuff just wasn't there. But it was in the works, like especially with Something I Could Never Have. Another song I thought would have been a great choice to do. Natural Born Killers, remember that movie? The one that starred some basketball hustler and that girl from Yellow Jackets? That had 3 Nine Inch Nails songs in it.
Thought you'd be more creative than that. You're losing it, Mickey. You're losing it.
Let me tell you something. This is the 1990s, all right? In this day and age, a man has to have choices.
Trent Reznor told Oliver Stone, you know, I'm just going to splice in this stuff with already clips of the movie and sound over top to make it more original rather than just using previously released music.
Original version of the Down In It video ended with the implication that Reznor's character had fallen off a building and died in the street. This footage attracted the attention of the FBI.
This is your fucking wake-up call, man. I am an FBI agent.
Is it the best or what?
Were you there?
Yeah, but your opinion. I'm the interviewer.
But what did you think?
I thought it was really loud. It was like a wall of insane sound and music coming at me, knocking me right off my ass.
A lot of the time it was like a little bit like fuzzy because it was too loud.
I thought I was wondering if I was just losing my hearing, because I've never been to a Nine Inch Nails concert.
That's what happened. Towards the end though, like the finale was like...
Oh, it was great. That was great, man. Take it easy.
Like, I love that they did Reptile and that weird... I don't know if I recorded any parts of that. I can find a clip maybe. They had that like fuzzy look. There's this thing like in front of them that allows for you to see like a visual. That was
Fucking trippy.
Reptile. I used that in a parody called COVID 9 Inch Nails. As Alive As You Need Me to Be. That's the Tron song. So now I've heard that song like 2 or 3 times. It's pretty good. Oh, and they did March of the Pigs. I was like, are they going to do both Pig songs?
This guy keeps like stumbling around and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think he's having a very good day.
I think he's just drunk off his ass. These guys like need to practice more.
I always like Piggy.
Pig, 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 pig. All of my fears came true.
Where's the other people? Did they die?
Yeah, they died.
Shit.
They didn't even make it to the end of the show.
They blew, their heads exploded.
They died so early in the show. It was like...
It's just a dark building song, and I just don't care.
Thank you very much for 9 Inch Nails.
Good night.
As far as instrumentals are concerned, there are a number of good ones. A Warm Place from Downward Spiral, that one always sounded like some Japanese kind of song. I think I used that. I've gotten copyrights from Nine Inch Nails at least like 5 times.
Well, I know Derek Two Shot. As far as I know, he's used our material and some copyright infringements. We've been talking to attorneys about him. He's facetious, probably a wizard.
I did this one about this cat. What is it? Every cat is exactly the same. I guess we can show part of it, maybe.
I took a look at my cat's football. The memories of nourishment.
Runer. I did not recognize that in the beginning. It's because that beat, like it didn't have that, right? It was all like soft. I'm glad they played Head Like a Hole. It really is the best song off that album. I mean, maybe something I can never have. I like Terrible Lie, although when I first heard that song, I used to think it was Tell the Lie. Tell the lie!
He's lying.
Less Than, you know, I totally missed Less Than. It's just sort of, I was like in a trance or something. I think for a while there, I think I lost time. Like in X-Files, dude.
We love you here. We're happy to be here. Appreciate you coming to see us. In fact, we may be trying to move up here pretty soon. There's a song that has a little bit to do with that. We did with someone we love with all our hearts, David Bowie.
David Bowie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
David Bowie, David Bowie.
I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world.
Perfect Drug, that's great, because apparently my buddy's like, wow, they never play this. That's one of the most unique songs they ever did. That's a whole different angle. My Violent Heart, I like that. It starts out with those spoken kind of lines.
Now we may look the same, but we are very far apart.
He does a lot of that. Fragile Hat, I'm looking forward to joining you finally. And also Downward Spiral Hat, I do not want this. So good at that. Making it sound really creepy and dark and mysterious. Incidentally, I'm looking forward to joining you finally. I always had this sort of vibe when it gets to the chorus. Like it's on a beach. I think he says something about a beach or the sunset. Yeah, so it's orange. He's on a beach. Some guy sitting there, possibly eating an orange yogurt. And then there's the whispers. Like he does like in songs. I think in that last song I mentioned, he'll be whispering or talking really soft. And in the background, there'll be this yelling sound, but it's like quiet, really far away. And the lead is the soft voice. I've done that myself in some of my own music. That all came from Trent Reznor. And he always looks like he's not just like dark clothing, but he has this outfit. Like I've seen him wear that like before a number of times. It looks like he's right out of the Terminator Salvation camp.
We picked him up from one of the Terminator Salvation camps. Look at the gear he's got. He's in survival mode. Morgan, say hi to the viewers. We're with other friends over here. Schneider. Are you recording?
The Slip. Yeah, I was listening to that a while ago. There was at least one song that to me sounded like something off of Metroid for Super Nintendo, which has really cool music.
9-inch Metroid.
I saw the one guy with the chain coming from the mouth. He pulls it out temporarily and puts it back. So I thought it was like a permanent thing.
Oh, that guy's right there. Whoa, that guy's got the chain and stuff. Crazy.
Oh, there was the one guy with the gas mask hanging down. He had the long trench coat and everything. Oh, he was pure Nine Inch Nails. He was probably the most Nine Inch Nails fan. They really used lights to great effect in that concert. Those flashing red lights like at the beginning of Vessel, I thought I was gonna have a seizure. I was just listening to the album Year Zero because I hadn't heard it in a while. Like, obviously Warning and Vessel was playing. Now, Vessel's a top-end song. I find that song, to me, sounds more modern and futuristic than some other songs of theirs. It's hard to say that, though, because even if you go back to, like, the Downward Spiral, if someone hasn't heard that, and there are probably a lot of people that haven't, and you put that on, they might be like, what the hell is this stuff? Not like, what the hell is this stuff, like listening to Frank Zappa. They can tell it's some retro old stuff, really cool, but they can tell it's old. This, they could probably tell it's old, but you'd be completely misaligned, you know, like, what is this? Like, when is this? I'm not sure. You might think, is this new? Remember the intro to the Downward Spiral? Mr. Self-Destruct, where it sounds like a guy's getting physically beaten? That's because a guy really was getting physically beaten in a movie called THX 1138.
I'm in the bathroom here, and it smells like intense peppermint in here.
But the Downward Spiral, probably the most innovative and experimental. It really is. That's the thing about that album. I have a hard time saying it's my favorite because, like, it's close. It's up there. It's up there on most people's list. It has to be. How could you not put that in your top 5? Are you crazy? I mean, Closer and Hurt, put it there. Like, those two are just such, they're arguably the two most popular Nine Inch Nails, or best, let's just say best, because popularity and Nine Inch Nails don't necessarily go in hand. I remember this friend who's a huge fan. He's the guy that, well, yeah, he's the guy that took me to the concert. Me, because I'm the guy that showed him Nine Inch Nails first, and he didn't even really like it. He was listening to, like, what is this stuff? But then it kind of grew on him. He probably smoked them. Where were you when you first heard Nine Inch Nails or saw them live? The Hand That Feeds. That's a great song. Whatever. You know what I mean.
This is the end of the Nine Inch Nails concert here. Oh, there's the cops down there. They're here to arrest some troublemakers. My ears are fucking damaged as fuck here.
I remember this younger friend, still a friend now, one of my best friends. And when he was younger, he heard Nine Inch Nails. There was this time where he said, you know, like, anyone could do this stuff. I mean, this is, who cares? Like, look at stuff like Eminem, the skill that's involved. You could say that about anything. There's all kinds of talented people who can do stuff like that or rap like Eminem, but that doesn't necessarily make them like the original. You know, a lot of the time they're just on YouTube and edited videos anyway, so, you know, what can they compose themselves? Who's going to compose the amount of stuff that Eminem did versus, or Nine Inch Nails in their respective genres and areas? You can't compare that kind of stuff. Sure, at the end of the day, I'm going to rather listen to a lot more Nine Inch Nails. I remember this one friend who, you know, he doesn't like Nine Inch Nails because he thinks they sound like whiny. It also because this girlfriend a couple years ago or whatever broke up with him. It got even worse because they broke up and those songs remind him of her. I remember for a while it was like you couldn't even play that stuff around him. It was just bad. And Marilyn Manson too, although he likes a few Marilyn Manson songs. If you want to say like they're whining about something in the song, isn't that something a lot of people do? Like country music, they're always whining about some breakup or something, aren't they? They gotta go to the hotel room and drink some whiskey or something. And there's so many love songs where you're just like, I need you so much, baby, I'll die without you. That's like, if a song's gonna be popular, even nowadays, still gotta be, there's a 70% chance it's gotta be something about love or a lost love.
Oh no, 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 no. I'll never be in your faggy talent show.
Okay, that was the Goth Kids with Talent Shows Are for Fags.
That was killer. We showed them. Yeah, I hope we win.
And if you wanted to say maybe it's just the way Trent sounds or something, I mean, you know, if you look at it more in a reverse psychology kind of way, you're turning these dark things into something creative and positive, something that you know, is interesting to you. Like, have these cool sound effects and beats that help make it really interesting and colorful. Like, you hear Nine Inch Nails in so many movies. Like, remember that one where that girl, Angelina Jolie, was like, and made the bullet curve? I don't even remember what that movie was, but I'm sure there was a Nine Inch Nails song in there. There were Nine Inch Nails songs in a lot of movies. Like I already said, The Crow. Denzel Washington movie, Man on Fire, featured 2 Nine Inch Nails songs. Lost Highway soundtrack, theme from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Top of the Hour, Quake soundtrack, of course Tron Ares.
That's why it's all red, right?
Social Network soundtrack, which you won an Academy Award for. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Visions of Harmony, The Black Gondola. But yeah, the list just goes on and on. Atticus Ross, of course. I mean, yeah, these guys are involved in tons of music. I mean, obviously Nine Inch Nails isn't going to sound like an NSYNC song anytime soon, but why does good music automatically have to be all cheery and bright?
Shallow life. Drowning alone, I gasp for air. Coldness creeps over pale skin. There's sadness so deep it pulls me down. Happiness dies in the dark sea.
Yeah, happiness dies.
Yeah.
Alright, your turn, Stan. Read one of your poems about pain.
There's darkness all around me. Deep, piercing black, I cannot breathe. My heart has been raped. Whoa. The pain is everlasting. I miss you so much, babe. Want to hold you in my arms again, girl. Want to—
Whoa, dude!
I miss you so much? You can't say that. That's not goth. I mean, you've got lots of dark music in movies like Star Wars, Terminator 2, what's that? Silence of the Lambs, obviously. There's dark, suspenseful music and lots of action. Even softer movies. Like, what was that one with Macaulay Culkin and there was someone died? Like, I think they had, like, they didn't go to the dentist or something and then their tooth got chipped and then a disease or something.
I lost my retainer!
I have AIDS.
There's sad music. They're nice, like PG, even G-rated songs. Bambi dies. Sad music. I mean, piano. Trent Reznor plays it. You would have a problem with Trent Reznor sounding like he's whining about things, but man, like that's kind of. Hello, are you getting me? That's kind of like a lot of songs. I wonder why it's doing this. I should probably pause this. This looks unsafe. All this tape. Hello. This is so weird. Anyway, subscribe and hit the like button. Yeah, so just talking about Nine Inch Nails, right?
We go up to the retired sweaters there. We got the Sedines on the left. So we got Nausland and Pavel Bure, followed by Trevor Linden and Stan Smale. Yeah, he was an older one. He was from the 82 cut run against the New York. Hello, Cabby. You must wait for me.
It was like a never-ending Nine Inch Nails concert. Only in a Nine Inch Nails universe could something like this happen.
He's afraid of Americans.
I think I used to have a purpose. But then again, that may have been photoshopped.
I had to get this changed for bus transfer. Did you ever see that one with Seinfeld where he keeps setting the thing off? You know that one? You're not the only one who comes through. Hockey games, lots of people. You do a lot of hockey, eh? You've seen the anger and the misery, the pain.